Hi everyone, welcome to the demonstration of Nextem's EMG Armband. What I have here is an 8-channel multi-level detector which records the electromyographic signals from my forearm and converts it into the information about the gestures that I make with my forearm. That is possible because when I make any gesture with my arm or my palm, that carries an information in terms of the electrical activity of the muscles. That electrical activity is captured by the armband and then it is converted into the gesture information. Now let me show you how the real-time gesture detection works. What you see here is a screen in front of you which is in real time showing what gestures I am making with my arm. It is doing that because my armband is detecting the electromyographical signals from the muscles of my forearm, both extensors and flexors, and converting it into the gesture that it thinks that I'm making. So first of all, let me start with the gesture that we call baseline or neutral, in which I'm neither extending nor flexing my palm. And you can see that with a certain accuracy, it is detecting that I'm making the gesture indeed. If I switch to another gesture which we call flexion, because I'm flexing the muscles of my forearm so that my palm comes closer to my body, you can see that with a confidence which is hovering above 80% and almost close to 100%, it is detecting the gesture correctly. Let me switch to another gesture which we call extension, in which the arm is extended beyond the natural angle. And you can see that almost with 100% confidence, it is detecting the extension. Let me remind you, this is happening by recording the electromyographical signal from my forearm in real time. Now, let me make another gesture with my arm, which we call the victory symbol. And you can see that almost immediately the model switches from the extension gesture that was detected earlier to the victory gesture. And if I make a fist with my arm, you can immediately see that the model is detecting fist, although the confidence with which it is detecting the fist is different from the earlier gesture. Nevertheless, the fist detection is also happening in real time. Let me show you what else is possible with the armband. What you see in front of you is the real-time signal that is being captured from the muscles of my forearm. Uh, Apart from the large movements that I do with my forearm, as you saw earlier, even if I make finer movements like pinching or zooming in and out, the signals that you see on the screen are able to reflect that in the real-time data. Great. As we collect more and more data, Armband is going to get better and better in detecting the gestures very well uh, with more accuracy, as well as learning the optimum positions of channels and their channel numbers. With enough data, we should be able to reduce the number of channels to only 2 and still be able to detect finer and finer gestures. With that, I want to thank you for attending this demo and see you in the next.